guys, okay, it's VLOGMAS episode 6, I believe, maybe 7. But today I've been super busy. It's Monday for one, and for two, I've been catching up on a lot of emails. I've been making a ton of meal plans and fitness programs, as well as trying to comment back to all of you guys on YouTube. I try to get back to everyone because you guys all matter to me, and yeah, I just take everything you guys take into account. Anyways, so this vlog is going to be kind of answering your guys' questions off of Instagram, and it's not going to be too eventful. I'm sorry, so if you want to exit out now, you can, but I'm just going to answer a few questions. One popular question I've been getting is how to carb cycle. How to carb cycle. There's plenty of methods to do this. I'm just going to share with you what I do and what I do for my clients, and the reasons why I think carb cycling is one of the most effective ways for fat burning. It taps into those fat stores, and especially if you work out that day and do cardio, it really taps into that fat and always kind of gets that fat burning process moving. Also always keeps your body guessing in terms of having the same consistent macros and calories all of the time. Your body's going to stop responding. Whereas if you're kind of doing this a lot, your body's going to respond pretty well because it's always going to be changing. Which you should also change up your food with that, but that's a different topic. So with carb cycling, what I do is 2 low carb days, 2 high carb days, and then the rest medium carb days. And my calories fluctuate with that as well, from 100 to 200 calories each. So for low carb day, I do Tuesday and Thursdays low carb day. And what I'm going to do is basically have my oats in the morning and then eat the rest of my carbs and vegetables all day long. So I'll raise my fats by like 10 or 20 grams, and I'll increase my protein as well. So that way I'm still semi-hitting that calorie goal. I'm still going to be 100 or 200 calories short of that calorie goal. But I want to consume my carbs in vegetable form basically for that day. And what's funny is I still have energy from the previous day's carbs. So like tomorrow is Tuesday and I'll be on low carb day, and I do hate it, but I'm not too low on energy because of the carbs that I'm having today, like the sweet potatoes and stuff I've had today. So and then Wednesdays and Fridays I'll do high carb days. So for that I will increase my carbs to, I don't know, 250, 300. I don't know exactly what my macros are right now, but they'll increase tremendously, and then my fat will drop. And then my protein will stay at a normal level with my medium calorie carb days. I try to keep my fats pretty low, about to where I need them for normal hormonal functions in the body and all of that. But especially during prep right now, I'm going to try and decrease my fat a tiny bit, just so my body starts burning a little bit more fat, and I'm not trying to put on a bunch of size right now. So overall, having a low carb, 2 low carb days, or however you want to do it, that will tap into those fat stores and help you utilize fat for burning burning as fuel as you're working out. So even if you don't work out that day, it's still beneficial to do a low carb day, because you won't be utilizing those carbs for energy if you were to go train. So say like I train on my Tuesday low carb day, but I don't train on my Thursday low carb day, that will still be beneficial for me because my body needs to utilize high energy carbs for training, whereas if I were to have a rest day, they wouldn't really need those high energy carbs. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. I know some people do 3 low carb days, high carb day, 3 low carb days, high carb day. I know some people do 5 low carb days and then do a high carb day. It's kind of just how your body responds. Personally, I feel like I'm dying when I do like 7 low carb days. Like for peak week, I do low carb days where only I have oats in the morning, and I feel like I'm dying at the end. So I don't like that feeling, so I'm not gonna do it. But 2 low carb days is manageable. I'm gonna look at another question now. I might do. Ooh. How to eat healthy even on holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. from SS_sweetheart. So basically, one really important thing that will help you guys is if you bring your own food. If people know you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to gain lean muscle, you're trying to prep for a competition, they're going to understand that you cannot eat the fried chicken that they just made. You know, do some meal prepping before you go to that event, and then bring it in a little container or stick it in your purse. I know someone who was on prep for a while and used to bring chicken in baggies in her purse. So bringing stuff like that to events, I think is really helpful to help you stay on track, so you know exactly how many ounces and cups and all of that, and exactly what's in your food. If you get there and you totally didn't have time to prep your meals, I'm hoping that they have some sort of a vegetable. So if they do, I would go directly to that vegetable plate, pick up a bunch, chug a bunch of water, and drink or eat the vegetables. Just to help you stay full and help you manage your glucose levels. What's another tip? I would suggest to always have something on hand. So like those mini 100 calorie almond packs, or you know, some protein powder in a protein shake, so you can just fill it up with some water when you get somewhere, just in case you forgot to meal prep or you haven't meal prepped. Those are just some things. Or, you know, at the beginning of the week, make little snack baggies to take with you. So those are my healthy tips. Another way to stay on track is to make healthy treats. I know I showed you guys yesterday one of my favorite holiday recipes. I absolutely love it. I'll eat it all this week. I've already had 2 servings of it today because it's so good. But things like that helps your mind think that you're not depriving it, or you're not missing out, because the moment you start thinking, I cannot have that, I cannot eat that, you're gonna want it. Not telling yourself no, I think that's really important. And you know, if you do want something really, really bad, just have a taste of it, and hopefully that'll curb your craving. And if you really, really want it, never deprive yourself of it. I would definitely just indulge in that and then get right back on track the next day.
Yeah, get that. It looks so big like that.
Hello, beautiful people. It is Vlogmas day 8. It is Tuesday, so day 8. I know yesterday I said it was day 6, but my mind was obviously somewhere else. But what's going on with me today? I woke up super tired. I set an alarm for 7 a.m. for fasted cardio, and I slept through my alarm for like an hour. Like I woke up at 8 o'clock and my alarm was still going off since 7 a.m. So obviously my body was super tired and I needed the rest. So I woke up, I tried to muster up the energy to go to the gym, but you know, I was just way too tired. So I'm gonna listen to my body today and not go to the gym. I had like cardio plan, my workout plan, and sprints plan, but I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. So today will be my rest day this week, and we'll just go from there. So what hasn't been an exciting 2 days, I've been super busy on my laptop making meal plans and fitness programs, so I have not recorded like my full day or anything like that, just because I don't think you guys want to see me messing around on my laptop. So I thought today I would do another round of questions that I got on my Instagram and YouTube and all of that. So I answered a couple yesterday, But I've been getting a few questions about my experience in wanting to become a registered dietitian, so I'm going to talk about that now, as well as what I've done to become a personal trainer and nutritionist. So I completed my 4-year degree at Purdue University in dietetics, and in order to be a registered dietitian, you have to do the dietetics degree and then gain an internship. It's usually through a school or something like that, and it's super competitive. So the process with that is kind of hard to explain, but you apply through this system called DICUS, and you put the schools you apply, you apply to all the different schools you want to, and it gets expensive. I think I spend about $1,000 or $1,500 on just applications itself, but it just depends how many schools you apply to. So I tried to go get the internship at Purdue University. They offer an internship there, and they allow, I think, 20 students, and I did not get that one. So I applied for first rounds, which started last February. First rounds, you either get matched up with a school or not. So you rank the schools you want to go to, like 1 through however many, and then they will also rank you and choose you for their program, and if you get matched to their program, then that's your match. I did not have any matches the first round, so I went on to the second round and still did not get a match. I had interviews and things like that, but I never got accepted into a program. This could be because of my GPA. I had a ton of experience in the field, but I was super busy, so I kind of tried to get everything in, experience, grades, all of that. So my grades unfortunately fell a little bit, and Purdue University is one of the hardest schools to get an A in, which DICUS doesn't take into account, or internships I don't think take into account. So my GPA was, I think, like a 3.2, maybe a 3.1, and I still did not get an internship. So it's super competitive. If you are trying to get an internship right now and still want to become a dietitian, don't give up. You can still take the year off the next year and do something in food service or something like that to gain more experience in the area, and then apply the next year. But I'm a big believer in, for myself, I'm a big believer in doors being closed, and that door just kept on being closed multiple times. So I felt like maybe that wasn't the right path I was supposed to take. So I graduated from Purdue in May, and I had gotten a job offer at this gym in Indianapolis called Fit Flex Fly, I think last December. So as their nutritionist and a trainer. So that was always in the back of my mind during my last semester, and so when I graduated, I immediately went straight there and started working. And then I also, on top of that, I had created my own online business my senior year of college, and that just continuously grew, and I was able to create more and more programs as time allowed, and the more experience and knowledge I gained, the more I was able to help people, and so my services grew and grew as time went on. Now I offer like customized meal plans, customized programs, genetic testing, all of that stuff, but at first it was very small. I think I only offered like a nutrition guide and like a fit and trim 1-month plan, but that's kind of what I did. So I did Fit Flex Fly, and then I did my own online business right after school this past May, and then I started competing, and I feel like I'm like perfectly happy right now, and I feel like if I were in an internship right now, I wouldn't have the time to compete. I wouldn't be in this bodybuilding.com competition. I wouldn't have my online business. I wouldn't be on YouTube. Just because these internships are very demanding, and I don't think I would have had time to do all of this that I wanted to do. So I am a nutritionist right now, and I don't have a certification, but basically the difference between an RD and a nutritionist is the RD did the 4-year degree, and then they did the 1 or 2 year internship. You can either get your master's with that or not. And then you have to sit in for the RD exam. And then once you pass that, you can become an RD, a registered dietitian. So I completed the 4-year degree, so therefore I am not a dietitian, I am a nutritionist. Basically, a nutritionist is anyone that has an accumulated knowledge of nutrition. So it could really be anyone. It's just, I'm not a registered dietitian, I'm a nutritionist, and I'm getting certified here soon, just so I can say that I'm certified in nutrition as well. So that's how I am going about life right now, and I'm so happy with my decision and not trying to move forward with that. I think that God was trying to tell me something, that I wasn't supposed to be a registered dietitian, or maybe I can apply in the future for that internship. But right now, life is crazy busy and going so well, so I don't really think that I need to become a registered dietitian at this point. I think that in the fitness and health field, it's awesome to be an RD, but it's also awesome to be a nutritionist. You don't necessarily have to become a registered dietitian to have this knowledge on how to create meal plans and how to help people with nutrition. So I don't really think it's needed for me right now at this point, but you never know what the future may hold. And in terms of personal training, Purdue Co-Rec, they have personal trainers on staff. So I was a lifeguard there, and then I always knew I wanted to be a personal trainer. So I just applied for their program, and they said, we'll hire you in the fall if you complete your personal training certification. So that's what I did. I went through ACE because that's who they took certifications from, was ACE. So I got the books and I studied all summer long because at the time, I didn't have an anatomy background, which if you're planning on taking personal training certification, I would recommend taking an anatomy class first. This will help you tremendously because the book is full of anatomy. There's a bunch of other things like insurance policies and all of that, but anatomy is obviously a huge part in personal training. So you may be able to get through the program quicker if you have an anatomy background. So I took that, I took the certification, and I am now a certified personal trainer. In order to keep this up, I need to get a certain amount of continuing education credits. Every 2 years, they have to fulfill a certain limit. So how I did mine, I went to this conference called Midwest Mania. It's in Chicago. I think it's every fall, but it fulfilled all of my CECs at one time. So you do that, and then you pay, I think, $150 to renew your certification, and then you're good with that. You also have to be CPR certified, which I've been since I was 16 because I've been a lifeguard forever. So you have to keep up with that. And then there's other things you can get certified in too, like specialized programs for elderly, injuries, all of that stuff. So there's a ton you can get after your personal training certification, or before it, or separate, just depending on what you want to do. So that's kind of what I did with that, and that's where I'm at right now. And right now, I immediately moved back home after graduation because my boyfriend's trying to get into med school, and we're kind of waiting on that. I don't really see the point in trying to get a random apartment somewhere. I don't mind living at home. It's really nice, and yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So my mom is singing in the background. And my dear, sorry, and my dear, sorry. Mom, this is supposed to be professional. That's all I have for you now because this video is going to be super long, and so I'm sorry I only got through 3 questions, but I'm thinking of doing a Q&A sometime soon, maybe Friday. I don't know, but tomorrow I have planned, I'm going to show you guys my full day of eating. I'm going to try to do that for you and then just kind of go throughout my day like I have been, because tomorrow may be a little bit more exciting because I'm actually leaving the house tomorrow. That's what I have for you guys today, and I hope you enjoyed this little talk. And I'll see you guys Vlogmas number 9. Almost Christmas time. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.
Take my hand and we'll go away to a different place.